The question is, where do you think pi came from? The numbers of pi. The order of the digits. Where did it come from? I'm exploring the possibility, and now that I'm studying it for a while, I'm considering the possibility that it is intelligent design that is a gift from the Creator. It is divine wisdom. I'm exploring that possibility. And since it's an infinite number, already we have the concept and the idea of infinity, something that doesn't end. You might think about the Hebrew words Ein Sof, which means infinite, it's no end, there's no end to it. And when it's used for gematria, it can really be amazing. This type of things that can be found there. And so that's really what keeps me interested in studying the number and trying to memorize more and more digits, is that I feel that it's connecting. There's a Hebrew word called devekut, or devekus, some people say, with the Creator. And this is what keeps me tuned in to the infinite number of pi. From a gematriatic standpoint, numbers that are just numbers, what are they? It's like their colors or maybe their notes, and that's fine. That's could be amazing also. And I'm not limiting it. I'm not saying that it can't be that. It could be that for many people. And it might be that for me as well. I'm using it specifically for gematria because gematria is knowledge, a specific type of knowledge. And an example of that is the amount of digits in pi. Let's say 624. That's what's being pursued right now. 624 is a numerical value of something, of many things. And there is a verse in the book of Kings, and I think it has to do with when Solomon was building the temple. I'm pretty sure that's what it has to do with. It's in 1 Kings chapter 8 verse 12, and the verse says, Az amar Shlomo, Adonai amar lishkon ba'arafel. Then Solomon said, the Lord said that he would dwell in the thick darkness, Arafel. And it's sort of a cryptic statement. What does it mean that God said that he would dwell in the thick darkness? And I've heard a teaching on it. It's kind of a mystical teaching by Rabbi Yitzchak Ginsburg. May he be well. It has a specific meaning for this pi study, because the word Arafel has a numerical value of 380, and 380 is the same numerical value as the word mispar. And it could be saying, through a hint, through a remez, that when God would dwell in thick darkness, special godly information, possibly, this is my own interpretation of it, could be hidden within the darkness of number, because RFL equals number. So that's one idea of 624. Another idea is the word Yitzchak Mashiach Chen. This is a Chiddush that came from a friend of mine here in Jerusalem. Yitzchak Mashiach Chen was put forward by Ariel Cohen Aloro. Yitzchak Mashiach Chen is the concept of Yitzchak is the way he explains it, is the hero of the story. Mashiach is the realization of this hero. And Chen is the means, the tool, the apparatus by which Yitzchak realizes his goal, his revelation of the Mashiach. And so Yitzchak Mashiach Chen has a numerical value of 624. And I heard there's a certain phrase that I think if there's any Chabad people that are watching this, they will recognize this right away. It's there was a Sikha, I think, by the Rebbe, one of the Rebbes, could be the Rebbe or one of the earlier, maybe the Friedrich Rebbe, I'm not sure which one. But the saying goes, Torah Chadasha Me'iti Tetzeh, that a new Torah from me will come forth. And Torah Chadasha Me'iti Tetzeh equals 624 in a special kind of Gematria cipher known as Ach Bi. Ach Bi is, I don't think it's very well known, but I discovered this cipher and it's a fantastic cipher. And maybe it's very apropos that I discovered it this year because the way it works is that Aleph has the same value as Chaf. So 1 and 20 are interchangeable. B, 2 and 10 would be interchangeable. And 3 and 9, and then 4 and 8. It follows the regular Hebrew Gematria cipher. So it's like after 10, it goes 10, 20, 30, 40. So it goes Ach, Bi, Gat, Dach. And you'll notice that there's no Vav there. Why? Because it's 10 and 10 on either side, right? And there's one extra, that one extra middle. So Vav doesn't have a corollary. So it looks like, okay, it goes Ach, Bi, Gat, Dach, okay? And then from the other side, from the Taf side, it would be Tal, Taf Lamed, Shem, Ran, very important, Ran is very important, and then Kas, Kuf, Samach, and then Tzadik Ayin. But it looks like Pei and Vav are interchangeable. And why that's interesting is because we are in the year of Pei Vav. We are in the year Tafshin Pei Vav. So it's very apropos that I find this cipher in the year Tafshin Pei Vav, and its unique units are Pei and Vav. But what's also interesting is that in Atbash cipher, Atbash I've known for a long time, and I would say that Atbash is certainly a lot more well known than Achbi. Atbash people don't do so much even, but it's still more well known than Achbi. I think that's, well, fair enough to say. So, in Atbash, Pei is also a Vav, and a Vav is a Pei. So that comports with the Achbi cipher as well. There is a verse in the Song of Solomon, and with this I'll go into the infinity pi matrix. In the Song of Solomon, there's a verse that says, Gan Na'ul Achoti Kala, Gan Na'ul Mayan Khatum. It's a secret garden, and it's a well that is sealed. And those words, Mayan Khatum, a sealed well, Achoti Kala, my sister, my spouse, my sister, my bride. Mayan Khatum is a hidden well, and it also kind of has a mystical vibe to it, and that equals 624 as well. With that, this is how I put this infinity pi matrix to use. that it actually strengthens the gematriatic energy of the numbers. 6 to 124 digits. There are those who count pi from the 3, and there are those who count pi from the 1.